can be a great people, Kal-El, they wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Welcome everybody to the video. Welcome to the channel. We're going into the flea market. Today's a Wednesday. I need to get out here probably Wednesday and Friday. I won't be doing a live show. Well, by the time this video comes out, it won't even matter because yeah, my son's having a procedure, so I'm gonna definitely try to get out here at least 2 days to the flea market this week. We'll see how that goes. Trying to find items for eBay, buy low, sell high. Like the video by hitting the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell notification down below. Let's get in there and see what we can find. Okay, here we go. Let's go. I'm gonna go check out our usuals here. Right off the bat, that come here, that are usually here up in the front. You guys see a keyboard guy? I'm not sure. I'll have to walk over there. I'll probably swing by towards the end. Okay, let's go this way first. Oh, pardon me. I'm gonna take a peek over here to the right really quick. I'll probably come back to that one, but oh man, let's go here. Okay. Let's see what's over there. Come on.
Mommy?
Cart's right there. Go around this way. Come around over here really quick. Let's move this way. Kind of park this over. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh. Okay. All right. A little bit of congestion here. Lots of people. These are some, what do you call it? Wi-Fi mesh system here. Get that. That up there. Let's see what else we got. Oh man, I can never almost pass out Legos. It looks like house. Oh, I'll pick that up. Super Bowl. I'll pick up shit. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead. Oh yeah. Pick that up. We'll get Legos for sure. Legos right there. Super Bowl. We'll get that. We'll get a good deal on that one.
A lo mejor.
Está así sentada y hay unas ventanillas aquí enfrente
Ajá.
Okay. We'll ask about this stuff here.
Oh, sí, sí, la taza.
All right. Got a lot of, like, oh, pardon me. Tight. Oh, a lot of stuff out here. Okay.
Hola, abuelita.
All right, so we did pay a little bit. So each of those things, I paid $10 for each of the little mesh router things there, which I was hoping to get it for less, but I got the Lego set pretty cheap. I got the Wilson glove and I got the earrings. So $40 for everything. I think it's a pretty good deal. We should make some money on that.
It's fit. I did it. I have to quit tomorrow. They can see me. It's yours. It works. I put it here.
Electronic football. This is some modern. By the way, today's a holiday. It's health monitoring system. It's the 13th. Cartridge reader, power adapter, USB. We'll look this up really quick. So no, so the post office is closed. I think banks are closed. Federal holiday, so I don't have to do any shipping. Well, I mean, I've still got to get orders ready for the next day, but let me look this stuff up here. All right, so I picked up these two things here. I'm not really sure, maybe about 30 and 30. We'll see. Got them for $6 each. Just gonna look these up really quick. 6. Okay. Oh, my thing's on hold. Fix that. Okay. That is good, and let's keep moving. Yeah, let's little congested area right here. Let's move away from this part right here. Although I kind of want to take a look over here.
$1, everything's $1.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's go. Okay, I was walking right by and I spotted something over here that might be good. Requires, holy cow. Let's take a look really quick. Is this the power cord for it? Or is power cord for that thing? Let's see really quick. Okay, I didn't really. It is not one of the more higher. Oh man, I'll always save $1. Maybe I'll pick it up for $1. It's,
No, esa no es de $1.
that's not $1? Okay.
No. ¿Y este? Es la de...
We're not getting it today.
Alright, that answers that. Perfect, that kind of saved me. I didn't want to buy it. I really didn't want to buy it, but I wasn't going to pass it up if it was $1, so it's just not one of the higher end ones. Looks like a slower mover, I think. let us. A lot of music over there. I think what I want to do. See, the problem is there's not much usually down this aisle. It's just right here on the ends. Concentrate on the ends, so. Okay. Nothing really there. It's over here. Okay, let's do this right. No, it's not. Crazy. Okay. Let's go. What we're going to do is we're going to hook around over here and then go up the middle and see if right here. Okay, let's go this way. Let's see if I can cut through this way. I just want to see what kind of glass this guy has over here. Park this right here really quick. Park that really quick. I just want to take a look over here, and then we're going to go see what Lupe has. Okay, didn't see anything there. Alright, let's keep moving here. Alright, here we go, here we go. First and foremost, an Apple workstation. Probably like AMD. Usually it's AMD. Oh no, it's a G4G 120. That's SanDisk, solid state drive. I don't know if I really want to deal with that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's move the cart here. Move the cart. Move the cart over here. And let's see what's going on here. Okay, I think the music turned off now, but I just picked up a few things here. I'm gonna get a vintage hat here, and then 3 vintage little jumpsuits. So $1 each is what we paid for them all. Let me see on this side. We'll go around here. There's somebody there just bumping music. It wasn't any of the vendors playing the music. It was just a regular shopper just standing. I wouldn't even say a shopper. He was just standing there where the big old stair goes again. Okay, let's see what this here. It's pretty cool. Are they? Okay. Didn't go well. That did not go well. That came right off. Okay, we're not gonna get that. What's this right here? A radio? I think we're gonna get the I gotta get away from that music. How much for the box here?
¿Cuánto vale la...?
Okay.
No, el pantalón vale 10.
Thank you. Yeah.
Y tú estás chiquito, pues, loco. Pero es lo que se usa, grandes así. Oh, de veras, ¿verdad? Para andar bien inflado.
Yes, I think the jumpsuits are kind of vintage nylon. I was kind of hoping they were like down, but it's polyester, you know, for the insulation. They should do pretty well. Okay, this is $5. So let's go ahead and pay. Thank you very much. What are these right here? Looks like a headphone case of some kind. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep moving. Holy cow. Cuckoo clocks and grandfather clock, or I forget. I think it's like grandfather, and then there's a smaller one. Is it the grandmother clock? I don't remember. So I know there's like a grandfather clock, but that's usually a larger one. Biggest problem with cuckoo clocks is if they work or not. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna start weaving back. Okay, I'm gonna start take a look at a few of these vendors, see if there's anything here. I'll let you know. Typically higher prices though.
Hola, señor. Hola otra vez.
Here. Oh, stud sensor. Took me a while to register what that was. Stud finder. Looks like a... Okay.
Ya ves que el pico, el final es así como un ancla.
Yes. All right, we'll see how much. Oh wait, there we go. This isn't going to be bad. Let's see. Decent shape. Not a bad name to look out for. How much for got that guy, got the wig, and then the makeup bag.
6, Paul?
Sure, I could do that. That's fine. There you go. Cool. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Got that. Got the wig. That wig reminds me of Mama's Family. One of the reasons why I picked it up. Also, it is vintage, made in Japan. So that should do pretty well. The creative thing should do really, the wireless receiver, that should do really well. Not really sure what the pricing would be, what I would price that just yet. The MZ Wallace bag, I've purchased that brand before, so it should be like 20 or 30 bucks for that guy on its own. All right, well, what do we got here? What's this? Oh. Brass. Made in Western Germany. So it's probably brass coated with silver or sterling silver. So I was kind of drawn to these handy cams, and the issue is going to be, will be there's no batteries with them. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's go this way. So, a couple things you definitely have to worry about when you're here. First, you know, when you see a lot of great stuff, you know, that's sitting there, you've already gone through it, or maybe you come later in the day and you still see the stuff there, more than likely there's an issue. Most of the time it's just, you know, the price is just a little bit too much. So definitely something to keep in mind. Okay. The mechanics on that looked a bit odd. Okay, let's move out of here. The other thing too is when people say this is what it's going for online, and the key word is going for, not sold. I just saw somebody comping something out and they're going off what people were asking. So I'm asking people to ask, you know, really whatever they want. But what something ultimately goes for is what people want to pay for it. So just be aware of that. We're going to swing back around to the front. If I see anything else here on this side, I'll let you know. But I'm going to go to the front. All right, is this recording? Yes, it is. I'm just walking down an empty section here. This section typically isn't filled, or there's no vendors usually here on Wednesday, but there's music over there, so I'm coming this way really quickly, just end this part of the video, then we'll get to the what's sold right after this. But the other things to look out for too is when vendors are saying dollar, 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 doesn't mean everything's a dollar. So be cautious with that. If someone says, oh, these are all made in France, and like these ones here, where is it at? For you say, all these are made in France. First thing I say, look it up, Japan. So always try to know a little bit more, inspect the item. The other thing too is if someone says it's brand new, they'll say, oh, hey, this item's brand new. And always check it out and look it up. Don't ever take their word for it. You know, a lot of these people are, honest, and I think they generally think things are brand new, or they believe they're made here or there. But sometimes they could be wrong. So you just have to, do your own homework, inspect the items, just try to know, just try to be well informed. But a lot of people I regularly deal with, I don't have any issues with. People I don't really deal with that often, you know, you'll run into the issues like I talked about. This is what the item's going for. It's not what it's sold for. It's made here, but in reality it's not really there. So just be cautious, make sure you're inspecting everything, do your homework, use Google Image if you can. And that's it for the flea market. Let's go to what's sold. Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that trip over to the flea market. Got some great items. Look out for MZ Wallace. If you saw that little quilted bag I picked up, that thing sold almost immediately after me listing it. MZ Wallace, I've sold the purses before. Look out for clutches, anything, you know, with MZ Wallace on it. It's a great brand. The most recent, other than that it was like a makeup bag. Other than that makeup bag, I picked up a purse I last sold from them. It was a nylon purse, purple and pink, and that went overseas, I think over to England for about $160. I think there's a spot on my glasses. I can kind of see it. It's incredibly hot, so if you see me sweating, it's insanely hot over here in California. You know, we're talking over 100 degrees. I think it was 105 or 6 today. It was wild. We're getting back to normal, getting back to the 80s here in a few days, so that's going to be really nice to get back to normal summer weather around here. So and then you saw me pick up that trinket box as well too. That was pretty cool. Pirate ship. I never see a pirate ship. Every time, I'm always finding more and more elaborate trinket boxes. I think I showed one in my previous video. There was like a what do you call it? A lizard one I found. I mean, they're really cool. I don't collect those, but I do like them, and I like to buy and sell them, and I know people like to buy them as well too. They're just really cool. They're really intricate and cool. I have given some out that I have found that I know that people will like. What I do collect are Janine mugs. One thing I do collect. I collect a lot of things. You guys know I collect Legos. I'm a huge Lego buyer. But I'm also a Janine mug buyer. And let me tell you, my collection of Janine mugs, I need to find more space for these because I'm running out of space. But they're just a really cool, well-made mug. Be careful because there are imitations out there, but that's the symbol you want to look for. Some of them do just have, let me put my face behind there so you can see it. So some of them do just have the symbol, and some of them actually have, you know, the whole, this right here, the symbol and the, you know, what year it was made and all that stuff. So additional information. But really cool. This is Hotel del Coronado. Not sure how to pronounce that properly, but that's a really cool mug. Definitely a little bit of a different shape than I'm typically used to when it comes to Janine mugs, but pretty easy to spot with because of this logo there. And this other one is here from Napa Valley. I do have another Napa Valley one, but I don't have this one. This is a pretty cool one to add to the collection. So that's really nice. Yeah, every time I find a Janine mug, which I typically find them at Goodwill, you know, I know it's going to be a good day. I've mentioned that in some videos recently, I believe. But anytime I find a Janine mug, I know it's going to be a good day. And sure enough, the last couple of times I've found Janine mugs, you know, I found some items worth well over $100. So those videos are coming out soon. Otherwise, let's get to the what's sold here. Got some cool what's sold items. And everything will appear right over here. Cool, unique items. Hopefully helps you guys out looking for items. You know, not just the obvious like, you know, Apple products or, you know, Beats headphones, Nike shoes. When it comes to like, you know, when it comes to glass and stuff like that, you know, pottery like Lenox or, you know, you try to get, you know, away from the obvious and the more unique and items that you won't necessarily think that you can resell, and you might be passing them up, but I'm here to tell you you can sell these things, and most of these don't have any or don't have much of a sell-through rate. So, you know, if you're just going according to the data will probably tell you to leave it behind, but I'm here to tell you sometimes the data isn't right, or if there's no data, sometimes you got to rely on your instinct. And okay, let's drop these will appear right over here. Okay, so right off the bat, we have a vintage brass belt buckle. Now I sell a lot of belt buckles. So I pick them up all the time. These vintage ones, brass ones, just really cool, intricate ones. You can't pick them up for too much because most of them are going to go for between $15 and $20. This one here is the exception to the rule, $31.58. I sent out an offer and someone picked up on it. Now this is pure subject matter. Kaiser Permanente. It's a local hospital. Started in California, but it's branched out to other parts of the country as well too, but more known for California. So Kaiser Hospital is a local hospital. Vintage, mind you, very vintage, 1979 brass belt buckle. And why did I pick this up? Well, because Kaiser's pretty big here in California, and I assume somebody would probably, a lot of people have worked at Kaiser, and I knew that somebody would probably want this, just because it's so well known. It actually did not sell in California. It sold to someone in Maryland, which I do believe there is a hospital in Maryland now, I believe. Not 100% sure. However, this is something that there was no sell-through rate on it. There was nothing really for me to actually go on at all. You could do brass belt buckles, but you're going to get thousands and thousands and thousands of listings. But I just knew, based on my experience, that this would sell, and this would sell for a little bit more of a premium than other standard vintage brass belt buckles. So some of the more common belt buckles, Western belt buckles, anything Western can do pretty well. Again, around $15 and $20. You want to spend under $5 for these belt buckles, and you want to stick to probably just vintage ones, brass. If you find anything silver, sterling silver, pick it up for sure. If you get it at a great deal, but pretty rare and far and few between for me. Okay, next item over here is a journal or a scrapbook. It's a pregnancy tracker. Now, a lot of people are getting pregnant. People are having babies all the time, right? And so some people do, keep track of their, the 9-month period. This is 10 months, but I guess the first month of the baby, or I'm not sure. But either way, people keep track of this stuff, and definitely look out for it, especially the vintage stuff. I got a bunch of this vintage pregnancy type of stuff, and it's slowly been selling. It's not a fast seller, but it's slowly been selling, so you don't want to pay too much for these. I got these in a big old bundle where it came out to like 20-something cents, I think, per item. So I'm not into it very much. We're not making a crazy amount of money. We are definitely doing well as far as the profit margin, and they're all books or scrapbooks, so they're very light. They go less than a pound, and put them into a cardboard and a poly mailer, and piece of cake, these things go out. But with this one here, there wasn't even any there was no what do you call it, a brand or anything associated with it. Some of these come out, a lot of these come out of Hallmark, but there was no Hallmark or anything with it. It was just a vintage journal. So, I just started using keywords: vintage journal, scrapbooking. Scrapbooking is very big, so definitely look out for scrapbooking. Obviously, it's a pregnancy tracker, so I threw pregnancy in there, tracker. So keep your eye out for this stuff. It will sell. Some of it will be a bit of a slower seller. And people like vintage. People, like I said, people are getting pregnant and having babies. So, I thought this would be perfect. And also, too, the design of the actual book. Sorry, my eyes are watering, too, as well. So, I'm not crying or anything. My eyes are watering. And just the look of the book as well, too, just kind of took me back to my childhood era. Just the design of it. I'm pretty sure this was around the 80s. It wasn't dated or anything, but I'm pretty sure this was around the 80s. Has an 80s look to it. And anything 80s, just really catches my eye. And just because that's, a decade that I grew up in. I was young in, and I grew up through that era. So I saw all this stuff, and anything that takes me back to that era, I've talked about it before. I'm collecting items that kind of take me back to that era, time, and anything like this stuff. I'm not, necessarily, thinking that this stuff is cool. Like this is cool. It's cool because it's not cool for me to collect, but it's cool because it kind of takes me back to that time. If you get what I'm saying, I hope. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys get what I'm saying here. So really cool, and it's sold. So not crazy amount of money, but it's still sold, and we're still getting things moving. It's a sale. Okay. Another thing I like to sell and collect is barware. You guys know I've talked about this. I'm a huge whiskey. I drink whiskey. I'm not gonna say whiskey. I was gonna say whiskey drinker, but I drink whiskey. And I have a small, fairly small collection of whiskey, and I collect decanters. I collect branded stuff. So this was a Hendrix. Hendrix is a gin, very good gin. Actually, one of my favorites and preferred gins when it comes to gin. I don't drink that much gin, but I do like a good gin and tonic. Especially, you know what? On a day like today, on a day when this heat wave is moving through our area, a gin and tonic, perfect. Really good. So Hendrix is a really good gin. Like I said, one of my personal favorites. Found this shaker bottle, sold for $43.03. Now, shakers generally aren't really worth too much, so this is all in the branding. Now, Hendrix, is, you don't really see their stuff out there. Just like, I have something right here. Just like Belvedere vodka. I've talked about Belvedere vodka. It's a Belvedere vodka glass. Excuse me. You just don't see... Sorry, excuse me. If I need some water. You just don't see these distilleries or these brands, their stuff out there that often. You see a lot of... What do you see? Like, as far as vodka goes, you see a lot of Grey Goose. As far as whiskey, you see a lot of Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, these big distilleries. As far as gin, trying to think of like what I've seen gin wise. I guess gin is kind of rare as far as what they brand stuff. I mean, I've seen Tanqueray stuff, and Tanqueray is fairly common. Blue Sapphire, I don't think I've seen Blue Sapphire, but this is the first time I've ever seen anything branded, I guess, gin. So Hendrix, I saw it there, picked it up. I think there was a sold comp for around $30-ish, and that was it. There was really nothing else listed. So I picked it up. I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure this will sell. People buy barware. People are barware collectors. I'm a barware collector. So sure enough, $43.03 is what that sold for. Let me know what you guys are finding out there. Let me know what you guys think are cool, unique, anything that you've picked up. That might not be your typical things that you would think to resell. Yeah, I sell Nike shoes. I sell Apple products. I sell Beats. I sell all the the main the stuff that should be selling all the time. I sell it, and it sells all the time. G.I. Joe's, toys. I just sold some newer G.I. Joe figures. So this is the cool, unique stuff that just requires a little more insight, a little more experience to sell. And I'm hoping that you guys are learning from what I'm doing. It's one of the reasons why I want to stick to showing you guys what I've sold and showing you the titles I'm using, the keywords I'm using, and sometimes I'll throw that out there when I'm picking stuff up, what keywords to use to help get these items sold. Because some of these items, that, like I said, like that baby tracker, pregnancy tracker book, there's no what do you call it? There's no branding on it to help you. Sometimes the brand is everything, but it's tough. And I'll probably do a separate video based on how to kind of sell items that are kind of more unique and what kind of keywords and stuff to use and all that. So that'll be a separate video altogether. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys are staying cool out there. It's summertime in the U.S. Well, if you're not in the U.S., then it might not be summertime for you. However, it's summertime here in the U.S. I know a lot of people are dealing with the heat waves right now. I know there was a huge storm that moved through the Gulf of Mexico. Hope everybody's staying safe out there and staying cool as well too. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you. Oh, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like the video. No, subscribe by hitting the thumbs up button. Like the video. No, I'm doing it all wrong. Like the video by hitting the thumbs up. Subscribe. Bell notification to get notified when these videos come out, and comment down below if you have any questions, or comments on my trip over to the flea market. Thank you. Thanks for watching. That's the word. That's what I'm looking for.